Welcome back to my channel. My name is Swifty and this is my Ratchet life. Today I'm going to show you how to do this lovely Foxy eye look, which I posted on my Instagram yesterday while I was just having a little bit of funsies with makeup. I created this look and then I thought, that looks all right actually, I should make a video. I put it on a poll on my Instagram story and everyone said, yeah, do it. So here I am doing it for you. If you want to get involved with these videos, I suggest you hop over to my Instagram, which is linked below, give it a quick follow and get involved with what we're doing here. Without further ado, we're going to go to past Swifty and she's going to take it away from here. I really hope you enjoy and I'll see you in a minute. Bye! So, I am going to start this look by trying this hack that I saw on someone else's channel. I don't know who it was, but it was meant to like lift my brows up and give me sort of like a fake facelift. Cover it and I get like a fake facelift. Yeah? Lovely. Okay, so this morning I did a face mask and my skincare routine. I've just got moisturiser on there at the moment. It's about as good as it's gonna get. I've got this little friend coming here. I've got a little spot here and it's not looking too great for me at the moment. Right. So what I'm going to start with is my concealer just to cover up these spots and sort of outline my brows and then go onto my brows. So I'm going to start, I'll get my little mirror down here, with this one, which I'm not going to put all that much on, because I am going to put concealer on again later. This is just so I don't have to put any foundation near my brows. I do get a little bit red around my brows where I get psoriasis and things. So I find if I just pop this on before, I don't have to put as much product on, and then I don't get as much sort of foundation in my brows, which makes it a little bit difficult then when I go to draw my brows on. Lovely. Right, now I'm going to go in and do my brows. So what I normally use is this Brow by Benefit. Right, I'm going to just get my brows up nice and wispy in the direction that I want them. So I did this look yesterday just for funsies and just to see if I could do it, and it turned out really well. I was really pleased with myself and really gutted that I didn't record it yesterday. I'm going to take my Morphe M158. This is from the James Charles brush set, which I splurged on last year. It's been all right actually. It's got pretty much everything I need. I do use a few other brushes, sort of my big fluffy brushes and things, but it's a good set. I'd recommend. that'll do. That's how they order. That'll do. That'll do. Right, I'm going to go in with the Gimme Brow Plus, which is this tiny little one, which just gives a little bit more definition to the individual brows, because it's got little fibres in. Normally, just day to day, I just use this on its own. If I'm just wearing no makeup and I just want to fill in some little gaps, it's a really great product. So the palettes I used was the James Charles Artistry palette and this Morphe Artistry palette 35V. Stunning Vibes, which my partner bought me for my birthday last year. I will be using these 3 colours to start with, sort of using this as a base, transition shade and darker. Okay, so the brushes I'm using is the M433, am I covering it? Which is a nice, is a sort of denser but still a bit fluffy. And then a nice fluffy brush here, which is an M441. Can you not focus on my face? Yeah, that's the one. And then I'll also be using an M431, which is just a nice little dense brush again. Hopefully this will make sense as we go along. So rather than following my actual eye shape, which is quite round, I think, I was putting my product above the crease and working it out, if that makes sense. So going sort of up here and skipping this little down here bit, and just really focusing on making that new eye shape on both sides. And I'm gonna do that with the lighter shade, this one here, just to start with and to start my base off. I didn't realise how much blending is involved in this. So just starting off my shape here. And this is what we're left with. Right, then we're going to move on to our darker shade, this sort of taupey kind of shade. And again, we're going to follow that line, except I want to be a little bit more precise about where I put it. I don't want to be popping it in the crease too much. I want to be putting it above that crease. Lovely. So this is looking all right. It's looking all right. So we're going to move on to our darker shade, which looks a little bit purple here. Gives a little bit more depth. You want to go in quite light because you can add more, but you cannot take it away, which is life lessons really. And here we're going to move sort of into the crease now, but only ever so slightly. I'm going to go in with a smaller fluffy brush, which is an M506, in the same darker shade, just to start creating some more of those sort of Foxy lines. And it just gives me a little bit more control. And I'm going to go into my James Charles palette, and I'm using this one. Can you see here? I don't know what it's called. I'm sure it's got a name. But it's a really nice dark, a little bit purpley brown colour. I actually really like this palette. And I don't use it often enough. It's got some lovely bright colours, and I just don't think I'm daring enough or whatever to be pulling it all off. But I really, really like the palette. Okay, so again, I'm going to be using this kind of like eyeliner. And just sort of really keeping it close to the eye, flicking it up and bringing it down. What I'm not going to do is fill in this corner here, because I want to give the illusion of a lift. And when I put my lashes on, it's going to lift that all up. And when I put the underneath. I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. This is it. So this is what it looks like. It's got a tiny little bit of sort of colour to it, which really should have put that on my lid. Well, whatever. I'm trying my best. Because that guy who I watch, I can't give you a name because I'm terrible at names, says that you shouldn't put concealer on your lids because it'll crease quicker. And I'm going to go in with my finger with, I will point to it, can you see this little shade here? It's like a pinky goldy colour, and it looks really nice on. I find with these sort of glittery foil colours, they kind of go on better with your finger anyway, and I just sort of dab it on, no dragging. Just dab, 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 dab. So what I'm doing is just going in the same order as I did. So the lighter shade, the medium shade, the darker shade of the 35V palette. And just slightly tapping and building that colour back up where I've just popped in the gold, just so it blends a little bit. And just so I'm not losing anything. And I'm going to get my big fluffy brush again, because we need to blend, 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 blend. I'm going to finish off for now on my eyes, and I'm going to start working on my face. I'm going to come back and do sort of the underlines and be able to sort of tidy that up a little bit there. First thing I'm going to do is go back in with my concealer and tidy up these lines here and here, blend that out, and then go in with my foundation. So for my foundation, I'm going to use Rimmel London's Lasting Radiance foundation. It goes on really nice. It isn't a matte finish. It gives me a nice glowy look. I'm just going to dab, 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 dab. So what I'm going to do now is go in with some concealer again. I'm going to start with my contour. I'm going to be contouring quite a lot in this particular look. I'm going to be using an E4 Morphe brush. I really like this brush. It's really soft. So I use the Kevin Kwan sculpting powder in medium. This is one of my big splurges that I made. It's not cheap. It's not expensive, but it isn't cheap. Like £30 for this little sculpting powder. It's taken me a while to get used to how to use it, but I have found this to be the best way. So again, we want everything to go so we're going to start up here and I'm going to tap the product on, not brush, tap. And I'm going to keep tapping. As happy as I'm going to be. Then with a little brush, I'm going to use this one. I don't know if that's for it, but this is the one I'm going to use. It's an E62 little angled brush, which I'm going to use to contour my nose. I do not normally contour my nose like this, but this is how I did it yesterday when I was just sort of getting the whole look. I wouldn't normally go so much on a nose contour. So here we go. I'm going to go in with a bronzer now. Right, this is a L'Oreal Back to Bronze. So hopefully it does the same. Now I'm going to apply this like I would a blush. So I'm putting it actually on top, just slightly overlapping where I've put that sculpting stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the unders of my eyes next. I don't know if you can tell that this is really stressful for me. I'm trying to I want to get it right, and it looked so nice yesterday that I would like it to look that nice again. I have never been good at eyeliner. It's not my talent. It stresses me out, but we are going to give it a go. I'm gonna leave sort of finishing off my contour, so any bronzer that I want to put on, highlights and blush, until I've put my lashes on, so I can sort of gauge how much or how little I want to put on. Sometimes I put my lashes on and I think, oh, I don't have enough bronzer, and stuff like that, so that's why. Oh, I think I actually might have pulled this one off. Yay! Let's get some lip liner on and call it a day, shall we? I'm going with a nude Barry M lip liner. What's it called? Russet? It's almost the exact same colour as my lips. And more often than not, I will just pop this on with a lip balm and not bother with a lipstick. I think the actual eye look itself has worked out really well. I think it's time for me to invest in an actual concealer, because eyeliner, because that was stress on earth. But if you have enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I hope to see you next time. Stay weird, bitches. Bye!
If you don't like and subscribe, every time you go to sleep, I'll be underneath your bed and your feet will be hanging down and I'll go nibbling at your toes.
Right. Go on, you little weirdo. Bye.